Hey, my name is Zack. Hey. My name is Zack. I like baseball. Welcome to Good Shtick with Zack. Pesach Challenge Edition. To start off the event, let me tell you some jokes. How does NASA organize their Pesach Seder? In space. They plan it. When it comes to car bus, who is the king of Passover? Elvis Parsley. And that's it. That's all the jokes. No.
What?
Here.
Okay, get out of here. You're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
That was my brother Gabe. Oh, wait. There was one more joke, but it just got deleted by accident. Wait. I just want to get it up as a go. Oh. Who is behind Paro's evil empire? Darth Seder. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's all we got. Okay. Okay, hey everyone. I just want to make sure are all 7 contestants here? Shifra, Leib, Chaya, Jared, Cheryl, Ari, are they all here?
What's up, Zack?
Yo.
What's up, Ari?
Sup? What's good in the hood?
Sounds like a lot of people.
Who's Cheryl?
I don't know. Is Dare Bear here or no?
Obviously, I'm here. As soon as I saw Gabe, I clicked on.
Gabe does have that effect on people. Okay, cool. So tonight we've got it's not going to be talk show style. It's going to be way crazier. People will probably not make it out of this presentation alive. I don't know if I'm gonna. Basically, we're going to have a big PowerPoint. Shout out to my sister, Hannah. She came up with the idea. There's like a big YouTube sensational video going around where like families gather and they make PowerPoints, and then everyone like gets assigned a random PowerPoint and they have to present it as well as possible. So the 7 of us have created a PowerPoint. I only know what mine is about. I don't know what theirs are. Who knows? We'll find out, I guess, in a few minutes. And we're all gonna be assigned to present each other's PowerPoints as spectacularly as possible. So the rules are going to be as follows. We each get 5 minutes, and anything that's written on this slide, you have to say it. Like whatever it is, you have to say it. I mean, I know personally I put some stuff in parentheses and I put a star next to it. Those you don't have to say, but they're instructions on what you have to do. If you want to read it, you can go for it. And wherever at YU is going to have a timer, and they're going to let us know at 4 minutes that you have a minute left. And then the last slide is going to be black, and then if you have questions in the audience, you can text them, and then we'll hopefully try and answer them. And as competitors, we also will be trying to come up with good questions. So it's going to work as follows. We need you guys as the viewers to vote on who had the best overall PowerPoint and the best presenter. So those are 2 very distinct factors. Like if like a presenter doesn't use up all 5 minutes, I would say he should lose points, but that's just my opinion. If you don't want to say so, you don't have to. Jared's nodding no. It sounds like he wants to lose points. So
I would prefer to. I just want to give a shout out to Hannah because it took a lot of Zack, took a lot in him to give Hannah credit for something because they got a lot of beef recently. So I'm just really proud of him for what he just said.
Yeah, Hannah, if he doesn't stop using emojis, he needs to stop. Okay, fine. So the order of the game is going to be as follows. This is not me. This was done in a random generator. Apparently, I am actually first. I'm calling bogus on it, but we're going to go with it. And then Shifra Lindenberg is second. Leib Wiener is third. Chaya green, but not with the color green. She doesn't want to do that. I spell my name with green, and then Berg and black, whatever. Chaya doesn't do that, but Chaya. And then Jared Benjamin, and then Ahuva Cheryl, and then Ari Lowy will be going next. So I'll just take it away, I guess, right? Miriam, you got the timer up? I mean, can you give me like a 3-second countdown? I'll take that as maybe. Okay, I'm
In 3, 2, 1.
Screen share.
Share your screen.
Okay. Are we good? Wait, let me get the full screen.
As you can see, he hasn't actually seen his presentation yet because I blacked out all the first Slides.
Event. That's like Key and Peele, whatever. All right, let's keep going. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Want to wake up looking refreshed? Well, now you can. As you can see, you can wake up refreshed in your underwear, in the shower, on your bed. You could stretch out your arms. Either way, I personally also use bathrobes to get refreshed. And sometimes I also like to freeze water in midair and pretend like it's freshening me up. And sometimes I also like to jump. I don't know what the guy's doing. It looks like he's about to hit his head on that bridge, but yeah, let's go with it. And I love wearing red underwear. So this is my refreshing day. It's easy. You don't even have to lift a finger. I haven't lifted a finger in a week. And there's arrows pointing down. Sometimes when I'm feeling down, I just throw arrows. I did the ropes course in Missouri, and I was shooting arrows. Definitely very refreshing, and it was epic. Oh wow, look, even more pictures. Then I'm putting this on the side in my videos. Then you should wear a sheitel. As you can see, I have brought a sheitel with me. And also you can cover your eyes, get married as that girl clearly is. And that other girl is like ruffling through her hair. Also very refreshing. You can smile. You can close your eyes. Sometimes when I'm scared, I like to close my eyes. Also very refreshing. Sometimes I don't even like to wear sheitels, but that's not refreshing. And you want to stay fresh, my friends. Oh my God, some people flip the cakes. I'm all about fresh cakes. That's the Donnie difference. So, tab 2, whatever. What to consider when picking a sheitel? I like to sometimes think to myself, what would I look hot in? And sometimes I'm feeling blonde hair wigs, sometimes black hair wigs. But you know what? The common denominator is arrows. They're all pointing upwards. Sometimes I put clouds on top of my head. Step 1, know yourself. What kind of hair do I have? The good kind, duh. Except for that one time I got a bad haircut. Not going into that now. And then type 2, wavy hair. Photo credit naturalcurly.com. Type 3, curly hair. Type 4, coily hair. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff here. Wavy swavy, wavy curvy, wavy whirly, curly twirly, curly spirally, curly coily, coily springy, coily crimpy, coily ziggly. Step 2, know what is important to you. Working out, dressing up, wear down, looks good with earrings. What is happening? I don't know. I'm going to braid my hair now. This is inspiring. Step 3, coverage. Full coverage, half coverage, keep a fail. Fall coverage, half coverage. That half coverage is not necessarily the best haircut that you want. But you know what? Some people got to be, they got to be. Step 4, shitely or natural looking. A little too perfect. You can't even tell it's a wig. Yeah, that looks like a wig, but I'm just kidding. It doesn't, because clearly some of it's falling out, so that would be a bad wig. What kind of sheitel will you pick up? Will you pick bun hawk, New York Post, a lot of question marks. I don't know. Barack Obama's got nice hair with Trump hair. I'm a fan. Wow, that other guy's going, ooh, I'm inspired. Wait. Oh, wait, is that it? Wait, what's happening? Oh, what's happening? Okay, it's black. What just happened? Okay, I'm going to keep going. So, end of the day, it's important that you feel fresh, whether that's through sheitels or through manicures or through dressing up like Donald Trump. You too can feel fresh. Sometimes I like to play dress up with my friends, and that was the last slide, was it? Yes, that was the last slide. I'm going to end off on that. So just some big lessons. So it's important to know that whether you make your hair look like it's part of your beard, like this guy did, or whether you make little swirly things in your hair, like the bun hawk, that's okay. You're allowed to be whoever you want to be, and you shouldn't let people tell you otherwise. Unless you're this guy, then that guy.
4 minutes.
4 minutes. What is that? Okay, fine. I know. I'm kidding. All right. So quick refresher. Want to wake up looking refreshed? So you hit your head on the bridge, put your arms up, splash water in your face. It's easy. No fingers. Don't worry. Also wearing sheitels keeps you fresh. Sometimes when you're considering wearing a sheitel, you should have question marks above your head. Sometimes you need to have clouds over your heads. I'm a fan of both hairstyles. They're both nice. And you got to know yourself. You got to know what kind of hair you have. My hair right now, my brother actually gave me a haircut. And he's like, oh, don't worry. I watched hours of prep videos on it. He lied after the haircut. He's like, I didn't watch any videos. Step 2, know what's important to you. Step 3, coverage. I don't know what that means, but you know what? Sometimes it can be full or half. Either way, good coverage. And then 4, sightly or neutral looking. Sometimes it's a little bit too perfect, but you know what? In life, everyone's perfect.
Time.
Okay, fine. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learn a lot.
All right. Do I get to go now?
Yes.
Am I taking over? All right, guys. Let's go. It's Shifra time. Let's share that screen. And yeah. All right. So here we have about to present my presentation. Press that button.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
Nothing. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm just pressing it because there's a lot of blank slides. So I don't cheat, obviously, because there are such things as sim students who don't cheat. And that's why I'm here to talk to you about Shamuism. As you can see, it is the belief in the all-powerful Shamu the whale who gracefully homes himself at SeaWorld. Now, the history overview of Shamu. The first ever Shamu was sold to SeaWorld in December 1965. That's right, it was in 1964. In 1971, she was retired after biting the legs and hips of Anne Eckes and died 4 months later. Since then, SeaWorld has supposedly passed on the name Shamu to other orca whales who have since performed in the Shamu show. So there hasn't been one Shamu, but multiple Shamus. But what is the power of Shamu? Shamu has super strength, resurrection, fire breathing, and teleportation. All of these superpowers that should give Shamu its own Marvel movie before the women actresses. But what is the origins of Shamuism? After rumors surfaced on the alleged Shamu's resurrection, a group of teenagers broke into SeaWorld San Diego to kill the current Shamu imposter. However, moments after killing the whale with a knife through its belly, the whale's body teleported one of its 4 superpowers onto one of the boys, crushing him, and then it retreated back into the water like the true gangsta that Shamu is. The other teenagers ran away petrified and decided to devote their lives as apostles for Shamuism. Because if you see some creature resurrect itself, obviously we got to start a religion about it. But who are the Shamuites? The Shamuites have been around since the 1980s, and there are currently over 18,000 in their US and another 6,000 worldwide. Most Shamuites live in Boca Raton with your grandparents, in Florida, San Diego, and Wales. They believe in the all-powerful Shamu, known as the One, not the Trio, and that all Shamus are really just resurrection of the one Shamu. They also believe the One teleports back and forth from Florida and California to perform at shows in both SeaWorld to give love and meaning and inspiration to everyone worldwide. But what are their customs? Traditionalist Shamuites wear whale-shaped head coverings, like the Shatol we discussed earlier, and speak in whale based off of Dory in Finding Nemo. I will demonstrate. Hello. That's how they say hello. They primarily eat fish, octopus, birds, and even sharks, even baby sharks, similar to what typical orcas eat. Each morning, they fill their bathtubs full of cold water and they hold their breaths for as long as possible. However, some families have stopped this practice due to its dangerous nature because not everyone is up for a challenge. At night, they sing Baby Beluga by Raffi, followed by a loud wail praising the One. The National Shamu, the Whale Day, September 26th, a very holy day to these Shamuites. In the Shamuish calendar, Shamu the Whale Day has been celebrated for several hundreds of years, even though Shamuism has only been around for a couple decades. Typically, people take the day off, spend time with the family, eat some whale snacks, and go for a skinny dip in the ocean.
4
Traditionalists
minutes.
even dress up as whales and play Whales and Ladders, a knockoff of Chutes and Ladders. If you're interested in joining the one and only way of life, Shamuism, please message 218-979-7852. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Done.
Does anyone have any questions on that?
Any questions?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Chutes and Ladders based off of eels and escalators? Zach, can
No.
you let me know? Or Shifra?
Eels and escalators are based off of Chutes and Ladders
What?
for the whales. That's how it works, Zach. That's how life works.
Okay.
Life isn't in a chronicle order.
Okay.
Didn't you
fine.
learn this in day school?
I used to go to day school.
But yeah.
I only
Any
watched-
other questions?
Okay.
I can't see any, so I'm gonna assume there are no other questions.
Someone's asking if they can call it.
Oh, call it? Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can definitely call that number.
Number and then yeah.
Or video, but-
Or someone posted in the chat just so everyone has it.
Yes. All right. All right. Well, I'll make sure the number gets posted for anyone interested in this new way of life.
Nice.
Whale of life.
Leib Wiener, are you here?
Yep, I'm here. I'm present.
All right, you wanna get it started?
Yeah, let's get it started.
All right. I'm
Okay.
giving it over to you, Leib.
Okay. We are going to continue. We're going to screen share. Going over to mine. Here we go. Welcome everyone to my presentation.
I feel very
And
welcome.
we're going to be discussing something really important today. This is a question that's been on my mind for a long time. Do parrots mimic people, or do people mimic parrots? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. It's really been plaguing me for years, and I was hoping to be able to share this with you guys and all my research that I've been conducting on this topic. So a couple, just to get this out of the way, a lot of people think that they know the answer to this question, but they really don't. So because of these common misconceptions, when you think of a talking parrot, a talking bird, what comes to mind? A parrot. But many people think that they have a unique ability to copy sounds, but that's false. Parrots don't do that, and I'm going to explain why. So just to give a quick background before we delve into our parrots mimicking people or people mimicking parrots, we talk about infinite universes, which is a really important topic when discussing birds. Due to the fact that there are an infinite number of parallel universes, there's just other universes where humans and parrots exist as well. So in this idea is that there are just parrots and humans existing at the same time in the same place, and they're all together. And that's also really, really important to remember when you're talking about parrots mimicking each other. And then you have to talk about puppet theory. Right? So right now, I just want to backtrack quickly. So far, I've learned about misconceptions about do parrots mimic people. We've talked about infinite universes, which is super important when talking about parrots mimicking people. And now we're talking about puppet theory. Each parrot in every universe is attached to a human in another universe. So the reality is that when we talk, it's a projection of a parrot talking in another universe. Guys, this is mind-blowing. In case you don't understand what's going on here, I'm Leib, but there's actually Parrot Leib in another universe, and as I'm talking, Parrot Leib is talking as well. And this is high quality stuff. This is on another level. If you're not following, you should really get on the parrot train. The infinite number of parrots interact and ensure people talk in coherent sentences. So really, from what I've gathered, at least, is that we actually are being controlled by the parrots in the infinite universe, in the other universes. And when we speak, it's not really Leib Wiener speaking, but it's actually an infinite number of parrots speaking through me. So I'm actually a combination of a bunch of parrots. It's really a fascinating, really fascinating scientific phenomenon. So let's just go back to the original idea. Are parrots mimicking people, or are people mimicking parrots? When one talks and a parrot mimics, in reality, is your connected parrot in another universe interacting with the parrot in your universe, trick you into think you are being mimicked. The parrot that mimicked was told to say by the parrots in the other universe that control your words. So if you guys ever, what a pyramid scheme is, right? Kind of, Bernie Madoff pyramid scheme, YU, the whole deal. So if there's Leib up top in this pyramid, right? There's an infinite number I'm standing on an infinite number of parrots who are all giving me their words, and then I'm speaking it out, which is really quite a deep concept when you really think about it. So just to give a visual diagram about what's going on here, just in case you guys couldn't get through it words and through my explanations, we're going to use visuals to really make this concrete. If parrot A is talking to parrot B, right? Parrot A apparently talks to parrot B and tells parrot B what I'm going to say, and then parrot A tells that person what to say. So really, we have this line of parrots talking through me, and me over here, I'm chilling with my peace signs because I just spoke words that at least 2 parrots, and probably more parrots have said before me. So I just want to recap here. We all stand on the backs, not of giants, but of parrots. And those parrots have given us the ability to speak to each other. And by using that ability and our ability of speech and the mimicry of 1 million parrots that have controlled us, we're able to build civilization and inspire leaders who will change the world. And it's all because of an infinite number of parrots that exist in our universe and have really changed not only my life, but all of your lives as well. So I hope I answered the question. I hope you guys are satisfied with the answer. We are parrots. Parrots don't mimic us, but we really mimic all the parrots in all the infinite universes that speak through us in their parrot voices. I'm done.
What happens if we try and attempt to kill every single parrot in the universe? Would that or not in the universe, on our planet? If we kill all parrots on our planet, does that mean we all die in a different universe?
No, probably just stop speaking, actually. That's at least through my research, that's what I figured out.
Zach, why does your mind just go right to genocide? What was that?
I'm scared of dogs, so I think about a lot of animal genocides. But that's a side point. Okay, so some guy has a question in the chat. They call me Iago. I don't even know what Iago is. I'm just kidding. I know what Iago is. Couldn't that also mean that there are universes where we just replace pirates with shamus?
No, it's just straight parrots all the way down. That's pretty clear from all the research that I did. It's just parrots forever. In fact, and through my research, I think we can pretty much definitively eliminate the idea of a V1 shamu. It's pretty clear that it's only parrots. There's only parrots.
I don't know about you.
So yeah, if you guys want to hear more about the parrot religion that I'm starting at YU, you're welcome to PM me, and I have a lot to say.
Unreal. Okay, let's go to the next speaker. Chaya Green. Not in green. It's not the color green. Chaya, are you here? Chaya Green? I'll assume that is a maybe. Oh yeah, I see Chaya.
She says she's muted.
Oh, I unmuted her. Chaya, what's up?
Hello, what's up?
Chaya, you want to share your screen?
I would rather do nothing more. I don't know how to say it. It's a little late at night. Okay, share. Is it shared?
I see it.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's get past these black slides. All right. How to break into a house in 17 easy steps. Super easy and fun, and I highly suggest you do it at home. You know, the commercials sometimes say like, nah, don't do that. No, this is for you. Oh, okay. Step 1, find some pals, meaning you need to have some friends to do it with. If you have friends, good for you. If you don't have friends, buy some. As you all know, in Pirkei Avot, they tell you to do that, and it's necessary. If you can't buy friends, make one. You know, there's such thing as invisible friends. I'm not saying I didn't have one when I was younger, but I'm not saying I did. Don't ask me questions on that. All right. Step 2, go to Trader Joe's. Fact, the GOAT of all supermarkets. It's true. I don't go often, but I still agree. And another fact, there's a plastic lobster in every Trader Joe's. So I have yet to find that plastic lobster. I may be telling you that to send you on a scavenger hunt that you won't be able to find, but whatever. And then another fact is that cheese gives me indigestion as well as the rest of the world, so it's okay. 3, get some non-GMO bread and deli. And I'm assuming that's also from Trader Joe's. You know, GMO bread is certified legit and the best thing since sliced bread. And GMO bread is also sliced, so it is the best thing. Deli is yummy and easy, and GMO is a genetically modified organism. Glub, GMO Simpson fish. You see, the Simpsons know what's good. 3 eyes, love it. 4, head over to Costco. I lived here for 3 days. They put out search warrants to find me. I was hiding in the dairy section the whole time because dairy gives me indigestion. So obviously I would stay in that one place because I cannot move. This is the actual look at Gan Eden. If you have not been, you must go get yourself some membership. It's only $100 a year, and you can live there for 3 days, which is less than a hotel per night, depending on what hotels you're staying in. Whatever. Get some cheap condiments in bulk. Yes, Costco is perfect for that. You'll have ketchup and mustard for life, except for when you need to sell it on Pesach. No more running out of condiments. No more squeezing the bottle to get the last drops. No more pouring water into the bottle to get the mustard and ketchup residue. And you only do that when you're drinking it. I know, you're all pretty thirsty. You all want that residue. And conjoined mustard babies separated by Dr. Rockland in 2002, that's what you're seeing in this picture right here. It's pretty upsetting. But if we buy the ketchup, we could save these babies. Sup, ketchup. Yeah, so go get those big value, not just the twin packs. This is an incorrect depiction of what you should be buying. You should be buying bulk, okay? Bulk. And don't forget, this is all going to lead us to the point of how we break in a house together. Don't worry. We'll probably be stepping on the ketchups to get through the window. All right, 6, big time splurge on that new TV and Costco Bear. Big TV with lots of inches and lots of pixels. Well, big bear with lots of fur and deep, deep black eyes for you to cuddle with while you watch your pixelated images on that enormous TV. It's the best day ever. And listen, for those of you who need to buy friends, this is the friend to buy. You could carry him on your back. He's not too heavy. He'll break into houses with you. He might be a little too big, but I think you could wrap him up in your pocket. You know, he's smushy. 7, go home and make yourself a sandwich. Deli plus bread plus bulk condiments is a sandwich party. You gotta get that protein and live that protein. And that's how to have a heart attack in 17 easy steps. But since you're getting the protein, you'll have the muscles to fight off the heart attack. So I don't know about that. 8,
4 minutes.
watch some TV on your new TV. You want some drama? How about some action? Maybe you want a musical, or maybe today you want all 3. High School Musical. I'm telling you, if you break into somebody's house, play this movie, they won't be mad. They won't call the cops. They'll just come and join. Number 9, regain consciousness after 3-day TV deli binge. Wow, what just happened here? Where did my pants go? Why am I in a mustard bath? Well, it's okay, you fill the bath with mustard. You have a lifetime supply. You'll make it out alive. 10, practice self-appreciation. You are the best. You deserve this. Deli is super yummy and good for you. According to Google Images, this is super related to self-appreciation. It is. I mean, you're growing, you're sprouting, you're becoming your best you, a green plant. And that's why my last name is Green. 11, call your mom just to check in. She hasn't heard from you in 3 days. She's super worried about you. Make sure she knows you're safe and happy and full of mustard. And that's my actual mom. That's true. She's covering her hair with a sheitel chosen from Zack's presentation. I think it was a good pick. Looks pretty natural. And then 12, she's doing great, and so is your dad. I don't think that's my actual dad. I think I would know, but next time we'll get him in here for a star showing. And, oh, no, we still have more. Chill time with friends. Now that mom and dad are happy, it's time to chill with your pals from step 1. Go to the skate park or play some hoops, maybe get some food and chill on. This is my super diverse Jewish friend group just hanging out. Yeah, you know me, I'm very diverse, and that's why I went to YU. And here we are today presenting things for YU. And 14, that was quite a day, time for bed. I mean, it was 3 days, and I wasn't sure what happened during those 3 days. So yeah, it was quite a day. It was a long day I just had, and I'm sleeping really tight tonight. And I'm gonna pick my favorite sleeping positions to get those Z's with that huge teddy bear that I have. And then I'm gonna break into a house because I rock. Now you're all ready to break into a house. You're being smart, stealthy. You break the glass window, ignore the alarm. You're going to take everything and run. But if they have ketchup and mustard, you already have enough. Please don't take it. And the most feared robber of all time, oh my gosh, for those of you who know, you know. I'm not going to tell you because I'm upset if you don't know. And then teaching kids all the good morals. I mean, I don't think I have kids yet, so I'm not going to bring them with me to break into the house. But that's an easy way to get a friend, make a kid. So that's back to step 1. And then move to Russo, North Dakota, change your name to Franklin Dermot or Dermot. I don't know who that is, to be honest. And live to the ripe old age of 84. I'm going to go for 120. It's a keyword for those of you who don't know. It's been a ride, and I'm making sure the police don't find me. You head to the safety deposit box, 43 in Grand Central Station. See you soon. Yeah, Franklin. And guys, those are your easy steps to break into a house. Really easy. I'm telling you, do it at home.
Thank you so much, Chaya. Okay, let's take one quick question if someone has, because that was unreal. That was so helpful.
Thank you.
Anyone
I
have
came up with it on my own, actually. Any questions? There's sub-steps if you want to know.
Question, Chaya. Can you tell us about a time when you broke into a house?
Well, if I tell you, the police might come for me because this is recorded, so.
That's also
Not if you turned on High School Musical.
True. I did turn it on.
Why does your mom suck her thumb? I was wondering that.
Well, I don't want to embarrass her, but she hasn't stopped.
Picture to put on. You don't want to
What?
embarrass her. Why did you choose that as a picture to put on if you don't want to embarrass her?
All good questions. And I probably did that when I was in my mustard bath, and I just didn't know what was going on. But honestly, you should tell her to stop.
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good point. All right, Jared, you ready to go?
All right, let's do it. Just before I start, I just want everyone to know that I've never taken a public speaking course like Zack has, so I probably won't be as good as him, because Zack had Dinah Rosenberg sing beautiful songs about Taylor Swift in our class at EBC, and I just can't compete with that.
I'll state that as a counter to that, Jared actually won the Poetry Slam in high school. So
had to bring that up. Always have to bring that up.
Bring what up? I was just bringing up your accomplishments. I don't know why.
How does this work? Can everybody see this? Yeah, this is working.
It's working.
It's working.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
That's Star Wars.
Why we should have co-ed dorming? This is a great idea. Wow. I'm so happy I wrote this presentation. Have you ever dealt with the following? A, roommate drama. B, your roommates gossiping. C, roommate competition. C1, your roommates bossing each other around. C2, your roommate not showering. D, your roommate not doing their laundry. Or E, not having roommates wake up for shacharit. If so, of course you have. Good to know that was the answer to my question. The solution? Co-ed dorming. Genius. I had terrible experience dealing with single-sex roommates. 1. Okay, this is a nice flow chart here we got. The roommates didn't shower, and they didn't wake me up to daven, and they didn't teach me how to live with somebody of the opposite gender. I'm not sure how the third one, doesn't that go against what we're talking about? I don't know, I was drunk when I wrote this. Anyways, there's a lot of benefits for co-ed dorming for girls, specifically. Reduction in jealousy, reduction in bossiness competition. That must be another game show that they play, a bossiness competition. I'm not really sure. Someone to always listen to them. I don't know why it's in quotations. I think that's sending a message. learning how to take care of a boy so they'll know how to take care of their future who's bands. Sorry, I pulled Zack. And then can gain experience for their wifely duties like cooking, cleaning, and ETC Steakhouse. Beautiful. So this is all plenty of benefits for co-dorming 4 girls. They can gain 5 things, and they're multicolored. Now, the benefits of co-dorming for the boys. There's someone to wake them up in the morning. That's great. Someone to yell at them to change their sheets. This is great. Wow, these are legitimate reasons to have co-dorming. I can attest that. I think that almost all of these have worked. If anybody considers getting married, these are all true. Someone to cook for them, yeah. Someone to remind them to shower and do their laundry, check. Someone to be their 24/7 therapist, check. And can learn how to talk to girls while not being in the YU library or on a co-ed shop tone. I don't know about that one, but let's see what else we got. Possible con discussed. You got my Liesel Schwab shout out first. Your writing always said that you need to bring up a counter argument, but then you immediately shoot it down and make them look like idiots for bringing it up in the first place. So, problem, yichud. What's the solution? The students that would apply for co-dorming would be too timid with 1 O to engage in non-shomer negia activities. Stark. This is a direct quote. Surprisingly, we found that the students that would theoretically be breaking shomer negia wouldn't dorm in the co-ed dorms. Interesting. Those students are moving into apartments independent of YU and will be breaking shomer negia anyways. A co-ed dorm wouldn't contribute to that problem. We actually found from the research that the students that would move into the co-ed dorms are actually too scared to break shomer negia. I'm not sure if that's the commentator, the Rav, or Zach Greenberg, but there's no quote at the bottom. YU, this is just an article, I guess. YU announces co-ed dormitory. Probably the commentator or the Rav. I think it's Halachic Man. How we can fund this? Another quote, probably also Halachic Man. And finally, in terms of where we came up with the money for this project, it was not simple. None of our donors wanted to contribute to a co-ed dorm, and we couldn't use the Giving Day money for this either. It took a while, but we had to cut out President Berman's koi pond and personal sauna from our budget. That is tough. It was difficult, but it was just enough to purchase one of the apartment buildings in Washington Heights. Also from the same article or halacha sif titled "YU Announces Co-ed Dormitory." So what can you do? You can write articles supporting co-ed dorming. You can make a change.org for co-ed dorming and fundraise, or I think that's what change.org does. And you can when making donations on Giving Day, you can make it for co-ed dorming specifically. Oh, genius. Thank you. One word.
Oh.
Works cited. All right, so should I click on these? I feel like I should click on these.
You got it.
All right, we're clicking on these.
Ah! Where are we going?
And giant virus on whole computer crash. Oh, the Whisperer. The Wise official gossip magazine. I think this is the perm spiel version of Halachic Man. So here we got some nice stuff that I don't know who that is.
I'm a big fan of her.
By Bela Eilish. I think that was Zach. Was that you, Zach? Zach, what are you doing? Everyone wants you to sing. Why won't you just sing? You sing in this newspaper article, but you won't sing in real life? Like, what is that? Get Zach to sing, you know? All right, if I go back in here. All right, is this everything? Oh my gosh. Where did it go? Night.
Unreal.
Wow.
Do you have any questions? Hi, do you have any questions? I'm calling her out.
I actually do. I want to know, with all your research, if you ever did an experiment on this and did some co-ed dorming and how that went.
Yeah, I believe YU's already opened up 3 co-ed buildings for dorming on Laurel Hill Terrace. If anybody's interested in finding them, feel free to email me, and I'll send you the link to the housing page. What?
I heard Gabe Leifer has a co-ed dorm room.
That's true. He's also on the call. Also, Zach sleeps on my couch in the co-ed dorm room, so you could ask him about it too.
I don't know if you're implying. All right. Any other questions? And then we'll move on to the next speaker.
Looks like there's questions on the chat.
All right.
So many questions.
Question from 2 words. What other reasons do you have for co-ed dorming?
I don't know. You can split the costs. You only have to pay half the price if you're doing co-ed dormings. And I don't know. In the regular dorms, they don't give you. Oh, you're welcome, Gabe Leifer, for the shout out. I think that I think that's it. That's a good enough reason. You split the cost. You know. Also, how will this affect voting in elections? Yes. Zach Dobin's mom had a question about you for co-ed dorming.
Thoughts on co-ed forming? I have a lot of thoughts on co-ed forming. I don't want to talk about co-ed forming, but co-ed
That's
dorm.
what my presentation was about. I was specifically talking about dorming. I don't want to talk about
I
form.
actually thought it'd be cool if, like, on Shabbos sometimes, if we made Stranger into like a co-ed, like not co-ed, an all-girls dorm, so we can have more co-ed Shabbatones on Wolf campus. But I don't think so many people are happy about that. But I thought it'd be fun, and then we can like have separate meals in like the morgue basement, and it could be a good chill. But whatever, that's just my thought. But I'm not
We could
gonna.
have it in the Zoom morgue basement.
All right, fine. Let's go to Ahuva Cheryl. You there?
Hey, yes. I am so excited to share my PowerPoint with you all.
I hope it doesn't hurt us. I'm excited.
It might. All right. I worked really hard on this. Okay. Today, I am going to be telling you all about the rules, the tips, and the regulations for taking care of and being responsible for the overall well-being of Zachary Greenberg. Now, you know, this is a lot harder than it seems because Zachary, he is actually, some people think he's a terrorist. He's really not. It's a big mistake. Some people do think he is, but terrorists are really hard to take care of. So actually, this is going to have a lot of details. You'll see. So first, I have to give you a little background about Zachary Greenberg. So he actually, only one known human has ever been known to successfully keep Zach safe and take care of his overall well-being in an enjoying, nurturing environment. It's probably his mother. Is it possible to learn this power? Yes. Attention to detail is key. You never know what he's going to do. You always have to be watching him. He might at 1 second prank you and you wouldn't even know. So it's really important to pay attention to every detail. Do it all, just for the shtick. If you're thinking, should I do it? Should I not do it? Well, if you want to take care of Zach, he likes shtick. So you got to do it just for the shtick. Don't let him bully you. Zach, he really likes to bully people. A lot of times he just pulls pranks on them and bullies them. But you know what? Don't let him. You have to put your foot down and be like, no, Zach, don't bully me. Also, do not let him throw you down a ventilation shaft. He actually personally, he threw me down a ventilation shaft once. It was really a terrible experience. I asked him not to, and he really did. I was crying. I even fainted. It was really a terrible experience. I wouldn't recommend it. Tip number 1, never let Zach hold an item of importance. Never, ever, and I say ever in capital on purpose, never ever let Zach hold on to something that he needs or anyone needs. This can refer to a number of things: a family heirloom, a baby, money, to fill in, a cell phone, a passport, and most notably, a plane ticket. Actually, Zach is really famous for losing plane tickets when he goes on flights. So usually he gives it to his brother Gabe to hold because otherwise he's going to lose it. Usually what happens is he gets to the gate and then his parents are like, Zach, where's your plane ticket? And he's like, you know what? I don't know where it went. I think I lost it. And then really it's in his pocket the whole time. But you know what? I just wouldn't give it to him anyway, just to be on the safe side because you never know. As you can see in this picture, he's holding on to some really expensive remotes for his video games. But you know what? It's really not smart because as you can see, he's probably about to throw them down on the ground and break them. So I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't give it to him. I wouldn't let him hold it. Tip number 2, let Zach fulfill exactly 1 out of every 12 ideas he thinks of. Zach has lots of ideas. Some are good, some are great, some are bad, some are dangerous. It's extremely important to be the voice of reason and tell him it's not a good idea for the groom's friends to kidnap the bride to be on her wedding day and turn your wedding into a murder mystery hunt for the groom. But do encourage him to do fun things such as doing your best Sheev Palpatine impersonation in the political arena. Yes, Zach loves politics. He actually is really good at politics and he knows a lot about politics. Also, he likes to take brides and put them in people's trunks. So if you're scared of trunks, I would watch out. Tip number 3, put him on the student council, but don't give him the rank of student master. Listen, Zach's a great leader. I mean, he's the president, you know. He gets things done, and he's fun to be around and talk to. YU student body graciously offered him a seat on the student council, putting their trust in him. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. But he is still learning. Just make sure he doesn't, turn evil and plunge YU into generations of darkness over a bad dream. Wait, is that how we ended up online? Oh my gosh, this picture is really scary. Listen, you guys, you have to watch out. This YU student body, everyone needs to watch out, because if Zach's in charge, I don't know what's going to happen. Final do's and don'ts. Do yell at him if you have to teach him. Do yell at him if you have to. Teach him how to tie his shoes. Go to Disney World. He loves Disney World. He's been there like 23 times. Have fun. Purchase a leash so that he doesn't get away. Take him outside. Inside, the indoors isn't good for him. You should see what this quarantine has done for him. Be the Senate. Watch lots of movies together. He really likes movies, but he's never really watched any good movies. I don't know. If I were him, I would probably watch better movies. Tackle costumed characters at Coney Island. But don't murder younglings together. He always does that. Let him cheat in fantasy football. Don't let him cheat. Don't sleep in the same room as him. I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like Gabe has slept in the same room as him, and like, I feel like, ask Gabe, but like, I don't think it's a good idea. Don't be afraid of roller coasters. Zach will force you on them anyways. I mean, I don't know who would be afraid of roller coasters anyway, but just in case. Don't let him flirt with other people's wives, because you don't know where that's going to take him. Don't get in a vehicle with him driving. He doesn't really know how to drive, but he's getting there. He's getting there. Don't let him near elderly people. He might push them down the staircase. Don't sue him. It only makes him angry. Yeah, it does make him very angry when you sue him, so don't sue him. Anyway, thank you all for listening. I really took a lot of time preparing for that, so I really appreciate your attention. Thank you all very much.
Very, very good tips.
Anyone have any questions?
I have a question.
Jared, what's your question?
Zach, why do you keep losing your plane tickets?
I'll answer for him because it's my presentation.
Ahuva, why do you feel that Zach continuously loses his plane tickets?
You know what? He loses sight. He loses sight sometimes because he's distracted. Sometimes he's so busy preparing for Good Shtick with Zack, and he's just thinking about the show and the students of YU and his job as president, that sometimes he doesn't know where his plane tickets go. So it's actually really not his fault, but yeah, that's why.
He's grabbing my back, but also sometimes I sneeze and then I think that the tissues are plane tickets. And then I
got a question for you. When did you sue Zach, and how'd you figure out he doesn't like that?
Well, you see, Zach it's actually a crazy story. I had to sue Zach once because he pushed me down the stairs. It was horrible. So I sued him, and he was really unhappy. Anyway, it turns out, end of the story, he didn't actually push me down the stairs. It was someone else, but I thought it was him. And he reacted really angrily. He was really, really upset about it. Any other questions?
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ahuva / Cheryl. That was unbelievable. Okay. A lot of good tips. If anyone wants to put me on a lead, go for it. All right. Ari Lowy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Let's hit it up.
All right, let's share this screen.
Final presentation. Then get ready for the voting.
All right, so 1 second. All right, let's start. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Okay, dating red flags. Okay, my name's Ari Lowy. I will be your dating coach. There's a lot of, like, we're in the Parsha, a lot of us, some of us are even married. Jared, you can verify this stuff with him afterwards. But so we're in the Parsha, and there are a lot of red flags. There are a lot of issues you could come across when you're dating. So I'm going to begin to tell you the biggest red flags there are. Okay, so number 1, we'll let kids watch Sesame Street. If they tell you, I'm going to let my kids watch Sesame Street, that's an X out. That's it. No second date. Okay, let's begin. For authenticity purposes, I'll complete the rest of this presentation. Oh, shoot. All right, this is going to be fun. Okay. voice of Elmo. He's a voice of reason. You got to bear with me. It's not going to be so easy to hear, but bear with me. If you can't hear, I might, let's vote it. Maybe we'll switch to that. Okay, let's start. Reason 1, meet Oscar the Grouch. Okay. Oscar the Grouch is bad news. He makes poor life decisions, ends up living in trash can. Trash cans are no good. Can't do a trash can. If he wants to live in a trash can, you know means he's trash. And when things go wrong, he gives up. So you don't want to be the, by the way, this applies to both a guy and a girl. Okay, guy and a girl, if they give up when things go wrong, it's bad news. Gotta persevere. This is my happy face. If this is his happy face, then that's not too good of a happy face, and then they'll just be depressed all the time. And you don't want a depressed partner. That's no good. Reason 2, who is Mr. Doodle anyway? The moment you realize Mr. Doodle is just some weirdo hanging out in Elmo's backyard. Nobody knows. Okay, so Mr. Noodle, he will, if he lets him watch Sesame Street, Mr. Noodle will, it's a symbolizing that you'll let your kid play with strangers. No one wants their kids playing with strangers. They could kidnap them, they could do bad stuff to them. So, Mr. Noodle is no good. No Mr. Noodle. But why not talk to him anyway? What Sesame Street really teaches kids. Okay, so everyone thinks Sesame Street is good for kids, but this is not really good. Small percentage, about 25%, teaches you how to be a good person. Not 25, but more than 50% teaches you how to talk to strangers. That's 50%. That's 50%. 25%, how to really talk really fast. If your kid watches Sesame Street, they'll talk to strangers, they'll talk really fast, and only a little bit, 5% will teach them how to be a good person. Otherwise, it's all bad news. Reason 3, Kermit the Frog is truly evil. Kermit the Frog, bad news. If the kid watches Kermit the Frog, he will turn evil. I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this. Me, overreact. Oh no, so Kermit the Frog is going to teach you how to overreact. He's going to teach you the dark side, as you can see here. This is Kermit the Frog, and this is Kermit the Frog's alter ego. Darth, Kermit the Frog. He will teach you the bad ways. He'll teach you to overreact. And your kids are going to end up messed up. Reason 4. Name is Cookie Monster for a reason. Anyone named Monster, that can't be good. He hoards cookies even more than toilet paper during Corona. If he's a hoarder, no one wants a hoarder. If they watch Sesame Street, they're definitely a hoarder. Gets crumbs all over your mommy's recently vacuumed floor. Who wants a mess? No one wants a slob. No one wants a messy eating slob. So if you watch a Sesame Street, you know we can be a slob. Reason 5. Big Bad Bird. It's not just Big Bird. It's Big Bad Bird. When you lie in your resume, but you still get the job, that's a bad thing. And Big Bird will teach you that. You could see he's walking with Darth Vader and his troops. He cannot be trusted. Big Bird's not going to teach you good morals. Your kid is going to learn bad morals. He's going to lie in your resume. Who does that? No one lies on their resume to get a job. But if your kid watches it, he'll be like Big Bad Bird. Big Bad Bird and Darth Vader, and he'll lie in his resume. You don't want a liar, kid. Reason 6, most importantly, I think, Ernie and Bert, alert. It's bad news. It's simple, Bert. We have to make it look like an accident. You can see this dynamic duo is always up to no good. Over here, it looks like they're trying to hurt someone by making it look like he slipped on a banana peel, but that was purposely put there so the person will get hurt. So your kid, he's going to be mischievous. He's going to make people get hurt and enjoy watching them get hurt. Who wants a messed up kid like that? And it also means your partner is going to try to hurt you when you're not paying attention. They're really evil, like Ernie and Bert. Reason 7, Emma lies under oath. We can see in the recent, several years ago, there was a O.J. Simpson case, and Emma was brought to the podium to speak, And everyone thinks it's the glove situation that set OJ free, but no. Elmo said he was in the clear. Elmo said OJ did not kill the person. And because of that false, because Elmo lied under oath, OJ was set free. He's also part of SNL. Not the Saturday Night Live that we're used to, but a sneaky, naughty liar. You can see he's a sneaky, naughty liar. He lies under oath. He has a knife. He plays with knives. You don't want a liar. You don't want a liar husband or wife. You don't want lying kids. So think twice before you say yes. You can see here Elmo watches you. He doesn't just watch you. He has a gun on him at all times. So you better sleep with one eye open. And what show is this? Stissel? Maybe Stissel? Not sure. I think it is. So think twice before you say yes. See what in Stissel, when they're going on a date, this date that they're having, they're discussing whether or not they're gonna let their kids watch Elmo in Sesame Street. Because if they do, it's a no-go. All right, so there it is, guys. Dating advice. Just remember, if they want to let their kid watch Sesame Street or they watch Sesame Street themselves, no second date. Any questions?
Unreal. Thank you so much. I have a question.
Go for it.
I heard that when you were in elementary school, one of your teachers, potentially Heather Benjamin, was on Sesame Street. So I'm not really. What did she think of Elmo?
Yeah, what's up with that?
What does she think of Elmo? Well, the whole red flag is if they watch Sesame Street, but it's not a bad thing if they're part of Sesame Street. Like, just because she was part of it doesn't mean she actually watched it. I mean, my good friend over here, Jared, I think he's a little more familiar with that whole situation with my teacher, Heather Benjamin, being on Sesame Street. So you could ask him later.
Unreal. Okay.
Another question.
That was unreal. Okay, so Miriam, you there? Miriam, did you want to, oh, here we go. So now it's your time, as the fans. Which one did you think was the best PowerPoint? Taking care of Zack. I'm a fan of Zack. How to break into someone's home. Why we should have co-ed dorms. Choosing your own title. Do parrots mimic people or do people mimic parrots? This isn't on the presenter. This is which PowerPoint you liked best. Or Shamuism, the religion of the killer whale. So taking care of Zack, how to break into someone's home, dating red flags, we'll let kids watch Sesame Street, why we should have co-ed dorms, choosing your title, do parents mimic people or do people mimic parrots? And Shamuism, the religion of the killer whale. Right now it's tight. It's a very tight vote. Daniel Malol wants to be unmuted. Yeah, let's do it. Daniel, you there?
Wow. Amazing how every time on Good Shtick with Zack, there's a campaign to unmute me, and somehow we're always successful. If only I was successful in the student council elections.
What you're implying there?
Oh, nothing. Not implying anything. Well, what implications, Zack? What do you think?
I don't know. It's not my life. Gary Benjamin also has something to say. Oh, wait. Is the poll's closed, right? Okay, the winner is why we should have co-ed dorms for the best presentation with 10 votes. In second place, dating red flags. We'll let kids watch Sesame Street. And in third place, Shamuism, the religion of the killer whale. Wow, unreal. Okay, so I thought it'd be fun if all the presenters explain, like, really quickly, like, why they thought of their presentation. And yeah, let's start with, I see Jared first. So Jared, explain yours, whichever one was yours.
All right, so I did Shamuism. So I really like Shamu, and me and Zack went there for the senior trip when I was in high school, and I just really connected with him, so I felt the need to talk about it. And definitely wasn't Zack that did Shamuism, it was me, and I just wanted to let everyone know that it's not Zack that did it, it was me.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I feel like I deserve credit where credit is due. I did make Shamuism. Yeah, it's a whole religion. I've been a part of it for a few years. No one knew about it. I thought that was time for me to explain myself and why I sometimes dress up like whales and why I'm obsessed with Disney. Really, the whole Disney thing is a slight cover. Whenever I go to Disney, I also secretly at like really late at night, I break into SeaWorld and I worship Shamu. So I just want to get that off the table, and that was my presentation. Sarah, did you want to explain your real one, or you don't want to?
I mean, I guess I'm just finding out right now that I didn't write the one that I thought I wrote, but I guess I'll take somebody else's. I don't know who wrote the Taking Care of Zack one, but whoever he did, it was fire. Really clever, a lot of really nice examples, a lot of quotes from some really famous movies in there. And the inspiration was pretty much that I've had to take care of Zack for almost a decade now, and it's pretty tough and bearing, you know, but now that I get a nice 2-month break away from him because he's forced to stay away from me by law, I felt that it was time for me to share this with the world, you know?
Yeah, so it's not like you got a complete break. Okay, fine. All right. Yeah, whatever. You're up. I see you next.
Me?
Yeah, unless that's
Me?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, should I say which one was mine?
Yeah.
Mine was co-ed dorming. I was inspired to write it because of the Perm Edition article that I wrote. And it's just something I really feel passionately about. And when I was constructing the presentation, I was doing it like Mark Spear was behind my back and telling me every little thing I need to make perfect for my presentation. And yeah, it's something I feel passionate about, you know, sticking it to the man. Yeah.
Unreal. All right.
Yeah. I really like Shamuism. It was really good. And I really also liked the breaking into the house one.
All right, Ahuva, I see you next. Ahuva, you wanna explain which one was yours?
Yes, I do. I was very excited to do the one about dating red flags, Sesame Street. Now, there is a lot behind this one. You see, my nephew loves Sesame Street. He is obsessed. And, like, anytime you turn it off, like, he yells, like, Elmo, Elmo, Cookie, Cookie. Like, he just loves Sesame Street. Like, all the characters, he loves it. And, like, my parents just, like, think that, like, anything that my nephew thinks is perfect. So, like, anything he says or whenever he talks about Elmo, my parents just get really excited. So they think that, like, Elmo's, like, this perfect character and Sesame Street is, like, this perfect TV show. But, like, secretly, like, I'm, like, really jealous because, like, I just want my parents to love me. So, like, secretly, I'm just, like, what? There has to be something wrong with Elmo. Like, why does everyone just in my family just love Sesame Street? There has to be something that I can dig up that's not so good about Sesame Street. And you know what? I did some digging, and I found it.
Unreal. And that was the first and second place. Shifra with Why We Should Have Co-ed Dorms, and Ahuva with Dating Red Flag. Wait, right? Dating Red Flags. That's what it's called.
Girl
Oh wait,
power.
I need to correct someone in the audience. Why does Ahuva hate her nephew? My nephew is my prized possession and my life treasure. So I don't hate my nephew.
Okay, and then I took the Shamuism, but yeah, it's a good overall good competition. Top three. All right, Leib, Wiener, you want to explain yours?
Yeah. Okay. I have to run after this, so I was just hoping I could present my. I wrote how to break into a house in 17 easy steps. I can't really explain how all of that came into my head. It was very late at night, and I guess that's when your worst or best ideas come out. So that's when I wrote it at like 2 or 3 in the morning. I guess that's the reason for it. But now you guys know how to break into a house. I hope you guys enjoy.
That's unreal.
Don't have too much fun.
All right, Ari Lowy, you there? You want to explain yours, and then we'll do Chaya.
Yeah, so mine really wasn't that deep. I mean, it was very deep, but the thought process was not so deep. I did the parrot one. Do parrots mimic people, or do people mimic parrots? I was sitting there, little background. I was just sitting there in my dining room, pretty bored, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to write about. Endless options. So I'm thinking, all right, let's make it a little weird. Let's just come up with the most random thing you could possibly get. And that was, I don't know why, but maybe I saw like a picture of a parrot recently that triggered it because it was in my head for some reason. I don't know why. I'm like, okay, parrots mimic people. I'm like, okay, how could I spin it that the opposite is true? So I just sat there brainstorming, trying to figure out some weird theory or reason why it could be possible, and that just came about. It was just my mind just spilling, I guess. It wasn't really that much. Not much thought was put into it.
Unreal. I loved it. All right. Chaya Green.
Yeah, so mine was the Sheta one. And how I came up with it, well, I was just trying to find out things that, like,
It was a great presenter.
you were a great presenter. I know it's because we have half the same last name. Really, it's not random. How did I come up with it? I really had no idea what to present on. Usually I could do shtick pretty well, but I was sitting at home and my mom wears a sheitel and I was looking at her. I was like, what can I do here? And that was the first thing I came up with. And I asked Miriam if it could be given to a boy specifically because
Why you
I
assume?
felt, huh?
Yeah.
I felt it would be better. And I don't know, that was my inspo, my mama.
I loved it. Okay, now we're gonna do a quick, oh, here it is. So this is irregardless of the presentation, but who did present the best? These are your votes. Recommend either Ahuva, A-Ray, Chaya, Jared, Leib, Shifra, or Zack. Here we go.
No way. That was a
I guess I'm
horrible
shy
impersonation.
for now.
I'm being shut out right now. I've got no votes. Haters gonna hate. You know what? Sometimes last place is the best place. Wow, it's tight. Actually, Ari is pulling it. Ari
I
is
did not know I was that good at impersonating Elmo.
okay. 7 more votes. Here we go. Final countdown. 6 more. 5, 4.
That's my line.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. The final countdown, apparently. Wow, I'm getting obliterated right now. I've got no votes. Haters gonna hate. It's okay. You know what? I got the show. YCSA president rerunning. We'll see how that goes. I might get sued again. Okay, fine. Let's share the results. Wow. Okay, first place, Ari Lowy, best for last with 11. Second place is a 2-way tie with Ahuva and Shifra with 5 votes. And then another close fourth,
Woo!
Lady Unreal. And then Jared and Chaya tied with 3. And then Zack rounding up the pat with 0. So good job, Zack. Well done. Okay, fine. All right. I guess that'll wrap it up. Next week I will be back. Will be Zack, maybe you'll say. And hopefully we're going to be getting potentially the 2 editor-in-chiefs of the newspapers. One of them is still in the process of confirming, but they said most likely yes. So hopefully Molly Mizels and Avi Hirsch will be on the next episode. Really excited for that. We'll see how really pumped. Should be great shtick. Yeah. So thanks so much for coming, everyone. Have a great Pesach. And thanks for all the competitors for coming out here. It was a hard-fought battle and great times. Great times all around.
All right, and we're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.